Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it. Set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that? Who that? Bang, 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 bang. Wide, get wide. Shoot, shoot.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check. Yes.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on now, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up, defense, let's go. Pick the edge.
Derrick Henry. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch twins. Protein spill. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54's Mike. Deep dribble.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Wait, set. 380. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up. Wait, and hit. 54. Mike 54. Alert. Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the Colts' 48-yard line.
You ready? 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam. Under 10, under 10. Now.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Rock it. Rock it. Hey, Echo. SOS. SOS. SOS.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. He's General West. He's checking. Crash, crash. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Shift, shift.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. 60 or. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Switch, switch, switch. 61. Matchbox lights. Save. 5.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watch out, watch out. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Indy. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
53. 54. Check pass. Check pass. Kill. Alpha. Kill.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check. Wait, Eddie. Check. 42's the mark. Squeeze, down low. Wait,
on 1st and 10, here's Brady. Ebron with it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1.
Wait, that's wide, 80. Double. That's the way. When he hits.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. One receiver left is Hilton. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Ronnie, 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 9. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Look at me. Go. Check go.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, that great field position. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Rush in. No.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Charlie! Mike 58, right there.
On play action, they'll throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
218, chopper. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
I'm going back to you. Let me kill. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, high 7. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, go 66.
Brady will try again on second down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You can't block me.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Brian Saxter point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Come on, fellas.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go right back to Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. 54 miles. Check it. Reload.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike 54. Tighten up.
2nd and 9 now. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
6-6, bullet pass.
Check 4, check 3, check 3.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
25, check 25.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now it's Henry, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw, it's Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a carry from Mack. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Go!
Here I come!
Hard! Leo!
Crouch! Hey, watch Watch it.
Big dribble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
On the
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
We got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, exit.
58, boy, 58.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and go at the 21-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go one more.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Brockers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up.
Let's go!
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3.
Topper! Get it!
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha! Go!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Record.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Switch up.
Under 10. Hey, check it.
Now a run with Mack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now they'll throw with Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check it, reload. 42. Hey, orbit. 72.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Wait, 55. Check, 72. When he hit.
On 1st down, Mack. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards at a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hey, Gold 66.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
3rd and inches.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's